We are moving ahead on Don't Ask, Don't Tell. We should not be punishing patriotic Americans who have stepped forward to serve this country. We cannot afford to cut from our ranks people with the critical skills we need to fight, any more than we can afford for our military's integrity to force those willing to do so into careers encumbered and compromised by having to live a lie. I will end Don't Ask, Don't Tell. That's my commitment to you.
President Obama reiterated his promise to repeal the military's Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy at a Human Rights Campaign gala Saturday night, but his speech lacked a plan to get it done, further fueling an already passionate gay rights rally the following day. Around 200,000 people showed up in Washington, D.C. on Sunday to push the Obama administration to live up to campaign promises and advance civil rights for the gay community. Joining me now is Congresswoman Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin. Congresswoman, appreciate your time tonight. The president clearly seems to be slow to react. Where do you think this is going? Is he letting the gay community down on a promise?
Well, certainly when he speaks out, it is of consequence, and people on Capitol Hill take note. But I do have to underscore that the 1993 Don't Ask, Don't Tell law is just that. It's a law, and it takes an act of Congress to repeal it. And so his speaking out on the bully pulpit sends a message to those of us in the House. We are moving forward in the House on a bill, and we hope to have consideration of that measure in a matter of months.
Now, what do you think the attitude of the Congress is? I mean, the president is saying all the right things for the gay community, but let's face it, it's not the #1 thing on his plate right now. Does that jive with where the Congress is? Are they going to repeal this?
Well, first of all, on Don't Ask, Don't Tell, we have urged the president to see whether there is any legal discretion that can be exercised at the Department of Defense to ease the onerous nature of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. But we know in the end, really the only solution to this is repeal. We have a bill in the House side with 176 co-sponsors. That's very much creeping up on a majority of the House. That's very significant. There's momentum there. Just last week, I joined the author of the bill, Patrick Murphy, for an hour-long discussion of the need to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And we've also seen some other encouraging movement on this.
Congresswoman, it sounds like you're okay with all of this. Yet this rally yesterday in Washington, D.C. of some 200,000 people, they're not real happy with the speed of how this is taking place. That they're frustrated with the president. They think that this is just a bunch of campaign speak, and this isn't going to get repealed.
Well, I agree, Ed. As a lesbian, I will tell you that I share that frustration and I share that sense of impatience. When you are not treated equal, there's no sense of wanting to wait around to get your rights. And I understand that and share it. And I've met with many of the service members who are right now going through the process of being discharged. These are people who have risked their lives, who have sacrificed for their nation. However, I also am a member of Congress, and I know this process sometimes or often takes time. We're moving forward, and I think, especially with a rally like the one we had yesterday and with the president's word, it's given some needed boost and momentum, and I hope that I'll share the word with my colleagues, but we want to move on this promptly.
All right, move on it promptly, but you're willing to give the president a pass and operate at his schedule. That's pretty much what it sounds like here tonight.
I wouldn't agree with that. The president doesn't pass laws, and we have to.
Well, he doesn't pass laws.
The pressure has to be on Congress.
He doesn't pass laws. That's true, Congressman. But the fact is that if this is one of his priorities, there are a lot of people in the gay community that think that he is not pushing fast enough and quickly enough on this, especially if the Congress is set to do something about it.
Well, we certainly welcome his using the bully pulpit as he did this weekend. We'd like him to do it more because we do know that helps in the legislative process get things moving more quickly.
Congresswoman, good to have you with us. I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.